Welcome back to our Google workshops. We're on workshop 4, feedback and feed forward, and also marking in a digital context. And in particular, now we're actually looking at how we can provide that feedback and feed forward to some of our stakeholders, and in particular, the stakeholders being our guardians or our caregivers of our students. Google Apps for Education has been an absolute sensational move for our school, but one of the criticisms is that it is a bit of a walled garden and that the parents aren't able to access some of the same resources that we can because of the nature of Google Classroom and using it within the Apps for Education environment. But Google has come to the party and they've enabled this feature called Guardian Email Summaries. So the ability for your classroom work and for the students' progress to actually be automatically mailed out to their parents should parents accept the invitation. So how does it work? What does it look like? Let's go ahead and have a quick look. So basically in my Google Classroom, by default we go to our stream and I'm looking at my level 2 creative industries class. And what I can do is if I jump into the students tab, I'm able to get a list of all the students in my class. And what you can see on the left hand side is this Guardian email summary box. Now by default, this will be turned off. So at the moment, there's no ability for guardians of my students to receive any announcements about the work going on in my lessons or in my Google Classroom. So the first thing I'd do if I want to enable this feature would be to enable it. And it asks you straight away, would you like to add all your classes or enable this feature for all your classes? So I go, sweet, yep, add them, that's cool. And then next to each student, we have the actual invite guardians. And so in here, we would actually type the email addresses of our students' parents, and we can add more than one. What will happen then is an invite will be sent out to those guardians, and they'll have to accept, and they'll also get to choose how often they receive those emails. So if I jump into the Google support web page on this, the guardians, when they join the classroom, they receive regular automatic email summaries and they get to choose the frequency, daily or weekly. And what's really important to note here is that those summaries are actually for all of the classrooms that that student is a part of. And the guardian email summaries include missing work, so work that was submitted or hasn't been submitted yet, work that's going to be due in the next 7 days for the next email, and any class activity, so it might be announcements that you've made or anything you've posted, new assignments for down the line. So this is what an email summary would actually look like. This is the default one on the Google Classroom support page. It's for some kid called Felix, and you can see that Felix has missed 2 deadlines this week, one for his US history and one for American and English literature. He's got some stuff due next week. And then there's a section for the activity, what's been going on, new assignments, there were questions. And as you can see, the teachers here have been quite explicit with the titles of their assignments and also kind of the context. So the parents aren't having to kind of look at something that's otherwise providing them no context. So that's Guardian email summaries. The last thing I'll say on it is potentially your school is able to actually invite or add all the Guardians emails by default by adding them as one large group. You just need to talk to your Google admin about that, whether or not you'd like that. Thanks very much for watching.